This is a city. Some call it Denton, Texas.
We call it ReaperLand. There we go. My mic wasn't on. We need a ReaperCon calendar. Like calendar? Yeah, I think it's 52 days or something like that. 50, 54. I saw Freya said 54. But hey, everybody. Oh, countdown? Yeah, I can do that. Oh, I was going to get something set up for the stream today, but I didn't get a chance to. I've been catching up on making molds. Hey, hey, Frank. I've been making molds all day. So, fun fact, I'm the only person at Reaper right now. I'm the only one in the whole building. The game store is open, obviously, and people are in the game store. But everybody else has gone home. They pulled all the Kickstarter orders that they had. They pulled all the internet orders, and I think, they got what we needed to get done, and everybody kind of went home. So, I'm still here. So, hey, green users, trash, and everybody. Just hanging out. I was messing around with building these pieces. So, last week we looked at, or 2 weeks ago, we looked at Shadows of Sullenhall, Briarwood Vale, Lost Tombs, and the Green Griffin. Did we look at the Green Griffin? No, we didn't look at the Green Griffin. But yeah, I've been making molds all day. That's kind of what I've been doing, catching up. It kind of comes in waves. Obviously, a lot of the ReaperCon molds are being made right now, so I'm trying to get those all done. I have like 7 left. So about an hour and a half before the stream, I started putting together the denizens of the dungeon. So I put together everything that I could. I'm using this cool little blue poster tack to kind of stick them together. I got them all done, except for Bob and Julie's 2 wyverns, which we can put together on camera here. But yeah, I've just been making molds. That's kind of what I've been doing all day. What's everybody else been up to? How was everybody's July 4th? I spent the July 4th with the in-laws. Sarah's parents, my fiance's parents, they have a pool, so we went swimming and hung out and cooked cooked a chicken. Galvin Crafts, I would assume so, but I wouldn't expect any time before like next year, because we want to have enough time to get the majority of the Kickstarter fulfilled, because it'd kind of look bad if there's people that haven't paid their shipping and they didn't get their Bone 6 stuff yet, and we're starting to release stuff. I think that's just not a good look, I guess. So I think once a majority of the Kickstarter has been fulfilled, then we'll start looking at, release dates. But we have the molds made already and all that stuff, so it should be relatively easy to turn them on. Like, we don't have to wait for masters and things like that. So it's easy as just flipping a switch. Oh, Trashorama, you spend it all on bourbon. A movie musical, 1776. Varl, what's it about? Palo says that he spent it at home. Roger says good fourth. Good. I mean, I like me a good bourbon every now and then. I'm not much of a drinker. A lot of people kind of know that. I drink maybe once or twice a year. I've never been like hungover or anything like that, so I'm just not a big drinker. But I like to sip on some bourbon every now and then. But it was really cool because I wouldn't say it's really cool. I saw some videos online of like LA, California, and in the county where I live, fireworks were banned, obviously due to fire hazards and grass and things like that. But people don't care. Like, from what I've noticed over the years, people don't give a crap. So I'm really worried about it because of my dog. It makes my dog uneasy and scared, and she likes to hide in the bathtub and things like that. But and when I was little, I had a dog run away because of fireworks. So I'm always really cognitive of letting it off around in a neighborhood. But when me and my fiance were driving home last night, we were, going down the highway, and all the cities were doing their firework displays, like, the big city ones. But then we go across the overpass, and then you just see fireworks literally everywhere. It looks like everybody was in their backyard shooting off fireworks. And it was just like everywhere you looked, you would see like across the horizon, just like 10 of them. Boom, 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 boom. And then you like scan the horizon from the bridge, and everybody's just setting off fireworks. And it's like, it felt like everybody was setting off fireworks last night. And I saw some videos of like LA in California and stuff, and like people were hiking up on the hills and stuff to look at the fireworks. And you just look out, and it's just everywhere. Look like everywhere. I mean, it looks cool. But yeah. We went to long-standing racetrack, Melon says. Oh, cool. I hope everybody got to view some cool ones. Troy says they're doing theirs tonight. Nice, Freya. Good news, everybody should be getting their bone stuff soon. So, Lone Star, not Lone Standing. I was like, long standing. So yeah, that was cool. We might. We're having a barbecue at my brother's house on Saturday, so we'll obviously see some more. I think a lot of people are going to be shooting fireworks off all weekend. But yeah, that's what we did. Went to a peach farm, got some fresh peaches. Yeah, trash. That's always a thing. Like around this time, I'm like, are those fireworks or are those gunshots? Oakland, nice. San Francisco, Patty, that's cool. Didn't get to see many this year, but a wonderful night sitting around the fire with your dad. Yep. I'd love me a good campfire or a bonfire. Are we waiting on loose extra add-ons, Galvin Crafts? Yes. Well, actually, hold on. We got an update. So let me actually look. I got an email at 2 o'clock, so an hour ago, so every Friday we get an update about the shipping containers. Yeah, I would say an update, but it's kind of okay. Okay, cool. All right, sick. All right. Yeah. So there's only one container left, and this update says that it is on G and X, which means waiting for freight availability. So that normally means that it's in Dallas or it's in like Houston or California. So it's in the States, but it's waiting for freight. And that normally means that it's not on a train, so it's already off of the train. So it could be in Dallas, and it's waiting for freight, so a truck to bring it to Reaper. So it's on the last stage, basically, before it gets delivered. So that last container has the rest of the Coresets, extras, the lighthouse and lighthouse conversion kit. I think those are the only things that's left. So according to the update we got today. So as soon as we get freight availability, so I'm assuming that will be next week sometime, but that's just an educated guess because I know the holiday probably slowed things down here in the States. So yeah, so it's just waiting for freight availability, which is pretty cool. So that means that it's almost here. We've already shipped out. I got an update this morning, probably about 600 of the Coresets. So just for some quick numbers that I've been told is that for anybody that just ordered a Coreset, which I believe was 682 orders, so 682 people ordered just a Coreset. Those, for the most part, have majorly been shipped out. People have paid their shipping. I think we pulled like 500 minimum already. So there's probably still like a couple of like 100, 160 people that haven't paid their shipping for that. So, but But for the Coreset only people, they're almost done. So that's good. And then I think Ron's plan is to, do Coreset item, Coreset item, Coreset item. And then, obviously it'll be like 200 emails, 250 emails, 300 emails, and then basically boom, 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 boom. I feel like every day it's going to be like this set of emails go out, this set of emails go out. And then as soon as people pay their shipping, it comes in and we pull them. I think we're pretty ready. We got all the boxes ready. We got everything laid out. Courtney Tassine has some spots available for the stuff that's about to be delivered on the next container. And as soon as that gets delivered, it'll go slot right into that slot and we're off to the races pretty much. I think this method of folks paying for shipping when they are ready takes a lot of stress. It does. I think I like it preferably, but I know that there's some pain points to it. Doing it this way is just a little bit, it's a lot steadier on our end. So we're not we're not shutting down the whole factory for like a week or two just to pull thousands of orders all at once. They can just kind of come in as they go. And it helps people, at least, in my position, it's like, oh, I can't pay my shipping right now. I'm going to hold on to my email for a week or two. Like maybe I have a doctor's appointment or I have a vet bill or the mortgage is due. I can just pay it whenever I can. That's kind of the upside to that. Yeah, I think it's good overall. It is close. All right, what do you say we guys look at Denizens of the Dungeon? Let's see, camera 1. There we go. Ta-da. So, like I said, I spent a little bit of time before the show putting together some of the stuff from Denizens of the Dungeon. This is the new Filth Beast, I'm pretty sure. The new Filth Beast with his little sorry, autofocus. His little scythe tail in the back there. He's pretty big too. Obviously, you can see my hand. My hand's pretty small, but there's the new Filth Beast. This guy's pretty neat. He's the little Dracolisk. The little Dracolisk guy with all his little tentacles and his little bat wings. It looks like he has dreads almost with his long hair in the back. Going along with that little Dracolisk is this guy. He's the clear Demilich, I think. So obviously with clear, it's kind of, I dropped him. Sorry. All right, let's refocus here. Obviously with clear models, it's a little funky because you can see his skull right here. There's his skull. And then obviously the spectral stuff. And like I said, I don't know if we've talked about this. I've told a few people. Have we mentioned the paints for ReaperCon that you'll be able to try? I asked Bonita to do a write-up for ReaperCon. So there's going to be 6 paints at ReaperCon that you can use for clear models. So they're designed to be layered onto clear models. So let me see. I got to make sure that okay, just making sure. Just messing with my cameras. But you'll get a little slime, a little cube slime that you'll be able to test these paints with. I don't know what we're going to be calling them yet, but they're kind of ink-like. Bonita will be able to talk about it better. I'll have a bunch of pictures and stuff for the next Reaper Live that I'm going to do a little deep dive on those types of paints. They look really good. We have a bunch of tests and things like that, but they're meant to be painted onto clear models. So we got a clear model designed that is like a little, if you ever played Legend of Zelda, they're like the little cubes. It's basically a corrosive ooze, but it's clear that we're going to be printing, and you'll be able to use it. So yeah, I don't know if we've talked about it yet, but expect that for the next Reaper Live. Speaking of clears, look at this bad boy. I know he doesn't show up too good on camera, but this is the giant slug we showed off before, but dropped him again. This is him and all of his gooey ugliness. Is this little bad boy here with all the like little tentacle spines and things like that? But he is brutal. Like, look how big he is too, compared to everything else. He's a big guy. Oh, this guy's cool. This is the lizard, the little iguana lizard, Komodo dragon type thing. Look at all that detail. I wonder how close I can get for the autofocus. Oh yeah, that's pretty close. This is my first time really using the autofocus, so I'm getting used to it. Look at that texture. Ooh, baby. And I like the motion in his little neck flap, his little gizzard. I like the motion in it and the texture difference. That looks so good. Here's a fan favorite. Oh, look at this guy. Look at him and all his his tentacle goodness. This is your tentacle goodness here. It's the Flump. He's a little adorable with his little eye stalks. So he goes this way, right? This is the way that he goes with his eye stalks and everything. Jedi Jim, the last container had a small amount, like 800 or so Coresets. So we decided to ship out the emails for everybody that ordered a Coreset only. But the next container has the rest of the Coresets, which should be arriving hopefully next week. Well, we got an update today that it's just waiting for freight to get here to the shop. So everything is almost here. That's the remainder of the Coresets, the lighthouse, and things like that. So everybody knows this guy. We made this guy in metal, but this is the bones version of him. This is the Norker War Boss. And look at his cute. My favorite part is his little bell that is around his neck. So I love the little bell that's around his neck right there. This cute little bell. It's adorable. It's so cute. I love the Norkers. They were sculpted by Bobby. And speaking of them, we'll go through them really quick. But this is the Archer, little Norker Archer. Look how tiny he is. He's small. I love the Norker trash for his Norker army. Norker army. Look at them. They're so adorable. I love them. But this is just the additions of the Norkers into Bones. Ta-da! And I can see these coming to Bones USA at some point. So we showed those off. Here's the Troglodyte. I think these are the Troglodyte Shaman. This is the Troglodyte Shaman. Yeah, with his little sickle axe and his little scepter with a skull. There's that one, and then the other one, the little warrior with his spear. Oh, I didn't realize he had like a little gizzard as well around his neck. Cool little spines. A lot of texture on these guys. Just making sure I know what I've shown off. So we're gonna show off. I left this guy. So here's his base. I didn't put him on his base, but it's this guy, the big crawdad. So we have the big crawdad, but he goes on this base like this. But I'll just show off his body and stuff. Ta-da! Can you imagine? You're like, your players like fighting this guy. Oh, the textures. Just look at the textures on that. That's so good. You know, my Tism is good with the textures. That's so cute. I love the big crawdad. Here's one for all the Baldur's Gate people. Finally, we have a decent Bathalion, is what we call them. Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea, my fuzzy kitty. My fuzzy kitty says that the base for the crawdad is a giant tub of butter. This thing. So he's like crawling out of a tub of butter. That's gonna be a diorama for ReaperCon 2025. Yeah, your classic Bathalion. An actual like decently posed one too. Here's one of the demons. This little guy. We're seeing if there was something decent I can hold up. What is this? Gray on gray. Not the greatest. Yeah, we'll just do this. Sorry, I'm getting used to the autofocus. I'll get there. But good little demon for your denizens of the dungeon. Look at this guy. He kind of reminds me of the new Sasquatch that's coming out. Here's Graj Yeti's uncle. Look at his little cheeks, his little cheekers. I like his haircut. It's Graz. Bra. Yeah. Here's the additions to the swamp trolls, the marsh trolls, swamp trolls. To add more to Bobby's trolls with the armor plating down the back too. But here we go. There's one, and here's the other. There we go. We got Pipplebet. I love their claw. I love this claw. You know, he's doing one of these. It's very articulate, like very motion. Spoiler, I mean, not spoiler alert, but spider arachnophobes warning. Hey, Quindy. Look at this spider. You can scare some people with this if you paint this semi-realistically. Because I think the artwork that Daryl did with this bad boy is spooky. It looks so real. It has like, it's doing the hind leg attack. So there you go. To add to your Arakoth to scare people, Spider-Man. Yeah, you're gonna spook some people with that. Here's the Michael Jackson Minotaur. I really like this design of this great axe or axe. It's very extra, but who knows? It's very extra. Where's Vacaroja? Somebody clip this. Send it to Vaca. The axe looks legit sharp. Yeah, I mean, it kind of does. Especially this part, the pokey part. That's pretty spiky. There you go. Oh, sad. Look, it says 2023 on the bottom. Oh, sorry. In addition to your big spider, you also get these little tiny spiders, these little jumping spiders to go with your big spider. There you go. Your little baby spiders. To go with your big spider. And that's the majority of the denizens of the dungeon. Here they are. Here's the majority of them. There's a few others like these, like the hyena, and then the skeletal. So we have the hyena, the little dire hyena, and then there's the skeletal dogs as well, like good skeletal puppers. There you go. So that's the majority of it. Do we have the wyverns over here? I can't remember if Ron took them, because then I won't have to put them together. And then there's the other orcs as well. So we have the smaller. I like this axe too. Oh, this one. Kind of looks like a maple leaf, a Canadian maple leaf. This is some of the orcs of the Ragged Wound tribe. There's that one and this one. They have really cool, unique weapons. It's like almost cleaver-like with the blade getting bigger towards the top. Here's the crossbow. Yeah, the crossbow. And then the spearman is the last one. Spearman. Ta-da. All right. Let's put these back up. And then we'll look at so I'll give you the option. Do you want to look at the Coreset chat, or do you want to look at Green Griffin? I'm assuming it's going to be the Coreset, but just let me know. Yeah, and sorry I didn't do a show last week. I was not feeling good. I got on some new medicine, and I think I wasn't eating enough calories or drinking enough water or something, and I got really lightheaded and dizzy, and I just couldn't focus. That's why I missed. Let's go ahead and put together this wyvern. At least try to. One of them. Let's see how long it takes me. Shouldn't take me too long. Especially if we can dry fit the wings. We can't. But eight-legged freaks diorama material? Yeah. Oh, that's not going to stick. It's not sticking. Oh. Well, I tried. Got to get some actual poster tack next time. I don't have any in this building. I know Kevin has some, but I don't have any in this building. Oh, yeah. Chat, you want to see the box? Let me zoom out. So here's the Coreset box with the adventuring party from the little promotional, remember the promotion that we did for Bones, for Kickstarter? For this Bone 6. And it has the dwarf art on the back. And then, yeah, same art. But there's the Coreset. And we'll stay zoomed out, I guess, while I put this together. Okay. Ooh. All right. We'll go little by little. Did we pre-proof? Yes, I think we did. I think Ron learned his lesson. Oops, sorry. There we go. Here's the really cool Nosferatu figure. The one that's pointing with his hand. Little vampire. He's doing like, you know, yeah. Avocadivi. That's what this one reminds me of. Avocadivi. Very, very Harry Potter Nosferatu. Super, super fun. Avocadivi. There it is. Ah, yes. Whatever this is. I know. This one was really cool. Big, like, cat-like. Mean Kitty. It's kind of like a Lacrata, but this thing has a lot more meat on its bone, and it's not as long. I mean, it's a big model. Like, it's on a 2-inch oval. But he has some meat on his bones. He's well fed, you know what I mean? You get me? The wizard. There you go. Nice little mid-level wizard with a cool staff. What else? Ah, this is the Vampirus. One of the vampire models. There she is. With her little, like, looks like a scroll, 2 scrolls with a ribbon. And she's also pointing her hand up. Why are you having a hard time focusing? There she is. Sorry. There you go. Oh, this one's cool. I think this is a redesign of an old metal model, I think. This is like a redesign of an old metal model, I think. I remember there was an old metal model of a skeletal dog being held by like a skeleton hunter. But he's like, hold back. It's an old warlord model, I think. But this is kind of the redesign of it. Oh yeah. Oh, it's an old Ralpartha that Julie Guthrie did. Oh. Oh, you think it's older? It's like older than that. Because I think we have one that's in Warlord, I think. This is, what's this guy's name? Davos? Is that his name? Or Terra the Silent? Just a really good skullduggery kind of rogue. Sneaky rogue. There's that. Oh, here's the young mage, the young apprentice. I'll take some of these out so I can grab them. Here's the young adept. With the spiral staff. And then, people in chat might know this guy. There he is in all his glory. There's all of his glory. The Jansenator. The Jansenator. Oh, I remember this. Rhonda Bender painted this guy. Painted her. The dancing tiefling. Did a write-up on her site, birdwithabrush.com. So if you go to Bird with a Brush, you can see a good write-up of her painting this tiefling dancer. Thank you, Quindy. There's her links right there in chat. I believe there's a blog of her painting this, and I think it was like a how to paint sheer fabric, I think. It was a really pretty model that she painted. I love her hair. I think that's my favorite part of that tiefling. All right. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff in here. The Coreset's where you get your bang for your buck. All right, we'll zoom out while I open these. Oh, you guys like my messy table? Look at this. Look how messy this is. It's because we've been showing off a bunch of stuff, so I have a bunch of stuff on my table. There's all my casket works right there. There's all the casket works on that big pile. And a couple of other things as well that were in the office. I'm just going to open a bunch of these really quick to show in like quick succession. For anybody that missed it on Wednesday, you guys can go back and watch the show. You can see some of the busts, the new busts that are coming for ReaperCon. This is one of them. Done by Julie. I think Julie did this one. She might have her signature. Yeah, JG, Julie Guthrie on the back. There we go. But this is one of the busts that you'll be able to get at ReaperCon. And this one will be for sale going forward. So it'll be at sale at ReaperCon. So you'll be able to get it first at ReaperCon. And then it'll be on sale on the website going forward afterwards. It'll probably go on sale in like November. So I think Ron hasn't really put a date on it yet, but just so you know that if you can't make it to ReaperCon, this will be on sale later on the website going forward. So there's this one. Then there's this guy, if you haven't seen him. Super amazing. Bust by Jason Wiebe. This is the Gnome King bust that will be for sale at ReaperCon. And just like that same bust will be on sale going forward after ReaperCon. It's just ReaperCon is your first chance to get it. So you can get it there first, and then it'll be online if you can't make it to ReaperCon. So you can kind of see this cool little detail. Like he has a bunch of like leaves as his like cape. So there's a bunch of leaves. And then he has acorns in his crown. There's acorns like around the kind of the edge of his like fur cloak. There's some more leaves. And then there's leaves in the crown as well. The bust will be 3D printed. So this is a 3D print. Super nice. He has like a tree medallion around his neck. The whatever this is called. I think it's a weasel of some kind. The weasel pipe that he has. And then yeah, the frog. There's this little butterfly up here up at the top of his staff. And then obviously all the mushrooms and stuff on the base. Yeah. Did you ever have PDFs of the old casket works? I don't know if there are PDFs. I think there might be. They were talking about after the show about them being on CDs and stuff. So here's Null the Reaper in all its glory. Look at that. There's only 400 of these. So everybody that comes to the meet and greet will get theirs. So everybody that comes to the meet and greet will get one. And then any leftover after the meet and greet will be sold at a higher price in the store, the Reaper booth. And then once all 400 are gone, they're gone. So, and there's only going to be 400 of these ever. So, it's a pretty good deal. And I think Ron's plan is to have like little business cards. So they'll be packaged, and then they'll have little business cards that say like 2 of 1, 1 of 1, 3 of 1, or whatever, 3 of 400, 5 of 400, 10 of 400. So that way you know which one you got. Jedi Jared. Jedi Jared asked, here, I'll pull up chat so you guys can see. So Jedi asked if there's going to be a cheaper ticket option for meet and greet to people that just want to attend and not eat. So I've pitched to Ron and the rest of the ReaperCon people that I think we're going to offer a door option that's going to be like maybe 10 or 15 bucks that gets you some raffle tickets, or not raffle, get you some door prize tickets. So that way you can just go in and watch the presentations and watch the Hall of Fame and hang out with everybody. But you won't get any food and you won't get any of like the swag, like the triad, the bus, all that stuff. So I think there will be an option for people that can pay a small little fee to get in the door to watch the presentation and hang out with everybody. As soon as the presentation's over and as soon as all the food's done and all that stuff, we'll open up the main hall and people can come in and we'll be hanging out. So it'll be kind of like, I'll be on the main lobby and stuff hanging out with people. So yeah, so there's the big version with all the swag. There's the food option with the food and all that stuff. And then there's the come-in option, I think. Well, I haven't confirmed it yet, but I think we're leaning that way. So there's that. Okay, back to this. So I showed the bust off. We'll zoom out. Just ignore my dirty desk. Yes, Palos. The hall will have a hard reset after the meet and greet because we have to have like food safe cloth and table covers at ReaperCon, and so after the meet and greet, after the food and all that stuff, they will come by and reset all the tables. So you can't really camp out and claim your space and put your stuff down until Thursday morning, probably. So there's that. There's a lot in the Coreset, so there's going to be a lot to look at in the Coreset. Let's look at some. So this is the like kind of bird shaman, bird wizard, bird Aarakocra avian like fighter. Sorry, I dropped him. He's like, halt, freeze. We're gonna call him Jarnathan from the D&D movie. If you haven't seen the movie, you guys won't know who Jarnathan is. Maybe that's what I should cosplay as for this year's cosplay contest for the ReaperCon. Raptorkin. Thank you, Grey Mouser. Yeah, this is the Raptorkin. Here's the other one. Here's the Ranger, the Raptorkin Ranger. This, you know what this reminds me of? This gives me like this hat that it's wearing. It's giving me Wizard of Oz evil monkey vibes. Like its pose and the wings and stuff. It's given me evil monkey vibes from Wizard of Oz. But here's the Raptorkin Ranger. Looks like a sorting hat. He's like, please, sir, can I have some more? It kind of does look like the sorting hat, but with like a drape on the side. I guess I should wait for the rest of these to show those off. And, okay, some of these are kind of split up. They're not, like, together. So I'm going to group them until I have the rest. So here is the Medusa. The greater, was this the greater Medusa? Here's the greater Medusa. So she attaches just like all of our other snakekin. They attach right there. I feel like all of ours are cut that way. It's just the easiest. Oh no, this is the Nagindra. This is the new updated Nagindra. So we have the old metal Nagindra, and this is the updated sculpt. But yeah, this is the updated Nagindra. Dude, casting the old metal version of this is brutal. Because she has all these thin points for her arms and stuff, so casting it was a pain. She has all the different arms, but yeah. What's this weapon called, chat? Is it a Qatar? Is that what this is called, this weapon? I think it's called a Qatar. Somebody in chat will know. I love this model. So, Punch Dagger, yes. That's a good name for it, Punch Dagger. This is the updated Rust Monster. Look at this. I love this little guy. And he's way, like, thicker. Like, he feels like he's like a beefed up, like, dire version of it. Because he feels a lot bigger. Like, he feels big. Like, compared to, like, you know, a normal human-sized model, he's kind of big. Scariest monster in D&D, someone says. Who said that? Gray Mouser? Look at that. He's big. But just, did anybody play Yu-Gi-Oh or watch Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day? This reminds me of Harpy's Feather Duster. There's a card called Harpy's Feather Duster. And it kind of the antenna and the tail and stuff remind me of that design of like that feather. So I love that guy. All right, let's grab another box, another bag, shall we? Oh, the dwarves. We got some dwarves in this one. Here's the bee rider. I won't be able to put them together, but we can look up some of the stuff together, like the close-ups of the texture of the bee. I guess while I'm opening these, I can talk about some ReaperCon stuff. So as you guys know, I talked about on Wednesday, we're gonna have a photo booth area there, and I'm wanting to design it like an armory. So I got in contact with a group that does Ren Fair stuff, and they run a haunted house, and they do costumes, and they make things and things like that for Ren Fair and stuff. And I asked if we could rent some of their weapons and stuff, so swords and shields, staffs, helmets, whatever we can. And I want to have like a cool little decorated area at ReaperCon that people can come and take photos with their family and things like that with. And you can get them printed. You can take them as souvenirs. It'll say like ReaperCon 2024 on it. So that's the idea. And you can come and you can take pictures with your friends and family. Grab a weapon. You're in the armory, getting ready to go out on an adventure. And then the other thing that is right next to that, there will be a big wall. This is my plan. We'll have a big wall that is numbered, and you can come take a picture over the course of the weekend. And it will get printed out on a 3x3 square, and you can put it on the wall. And over the course of the weekend, everybody can slowly start to build this wall of either 500 or 1,000 pictures. I haven't decided the number yet, but that's the plan. and then we'll have all those small pictures will make a big picture. So at the end, we can take it and we can hang it up in the factory. We can keep it for the years, like years later. You can come, when you come to tours and you want to come to the factory, you can look at that year and maybe find your picture that makes up the bigger picture. I love this idea, and the lady that I have like helping me that's going to be doing this, she seems very excited about it. They are super excited for it, so I think they are fully on board with it, and we're going to try to make it work. So we're going to be doing some tests over the next couple of weeks to do some testing and make sure that it works. So super excited for that. All right, let's get back into it. I just got this bag opened up. Oops, sorry. Let's look at the dwarves first. I believe these were sculpted by Tom Mason. Look at the horns on this guy. They're crazy. He has a big old, like, big braided, like 3 chunky braided beard with a nice, like, runed out, like, decorated axe. But look at the horn helmet is crazy. This one's gonna be fun to paint, I think, with the horns and everything like that. Oh, a poster. That's a good idea, Max House. Yeah, look at it. I love these dwarves. So there's that one, and then I believe this is like the tracker or the berserker. He has like a bear like pelt helmet with his like dual axe. I'm pretty sure this is the berserker, and like the pelt of the bear keeps going into its arm. So this is the claw, like the claw arm of the bear. There's like you can see it better like on the back with his little cloak. And so the other paw is dangling right here. So his other paw is dangling down. So he's wearing a whole like bear pelt across his back. That this guy is a berserker. Yeah, so this is for sure the berserker with his little bear pelt. There's a little dagger right there. I love the dwarfs. Good job, Tom. I believe these are Tom dwarfs. I'm gonna be mad at myself if that's wrong, but I'm pretty sure they are. Here is kind of I would call him like he's very, would you guys say cleric-y? He's very cleric-y to me. Or like priestish, shaman-ish. Conehead, pyramid head. He's doing a force choke or force lightning. But the weapon is really cool. It's like a big hammer. It's like a hammer staff. Like, it's like a long hammer. Halberd almost, but not bladed. Wizard, Patty says. I guess, yeah, this could be a dwarf wizard. And his just staff is like a battle staff. Yeah. And then finally, I think this is the last of the dwarves here. It's the kind of fighter, it looks like. Last one is the king. Is this the king? Grey Mouser says. This is the, he has his horned helmet with a sheathed sword on his back, handling a battle axe with a shield. Big shield on his back. And I wonder if they use pelts, because this one seems to be using a pelt as well. Like, he has, like, obviously, like, a pelted shawl. Oh, yeah, and you can see his face. Hold on, let's zoom in. Focus. Focus again. There it is. So you can see his face with his mustache and everything, but there's also another pelt on his head. Bear-like. So I wonder if they're like hill dwarves and not like general mountain dwarves. You know what I mean? I wonder if he's I wonder if they're mountain dwarves. I don't know in the lore if they are or not. You think the king was the first one? This guy? I mean, I'm down to call this guy king. He can be my king. Yeah, I can see this. This is our king. Go off, king. Yep. Here's the Dawn Seekers, I think. 3 of them. These are the 3 Dawn Seekers. There we go. Here's one of them. I believe this guy was a promo model for 2023 or 2022. This is one of the Dawn Seekers. Ron wanted to start making them a set. And so there's a group of 3, I think. There we go. Sorry for the out of focusness of it. I'm trying. But this is the other one of the Dawn Seekers. And then one more, which I think this one's new. So the other 2, I think, were promos over the course of the year. And then this is the new one, I think. The Clericy with the mace. And the I love this one. This one's great. I love the shield. Especially because it's on like a weird way. It's not like a normal way to wear a shield. Like it's almost upside down, but you can tell that maybe it's like kind of slung back there. So when you like unloosen it, it kind of swings forward, but when it swings forward, it's in the right position. You know what I mean? Like you could just loosen it and then it kind of drops and you can pick it up and hold it normally. I think that's a cool idea. All right. Oh, these 3 got completed. So I believe we have this one, which is the young. So this is the 3 king, like the Conan-y type barbarian character. So this is the kind of the young version. So this is like the young kind of first starting out. I dropped him. Yeah. And then I think this is kind of the mid-level. When these were unlocked, Grey Mouser? Or the, here's the mid-level one with the battle axe and stuff. Battle axe and sword. You can tell he's a little bit older. His hair's changed a little bit. He has a little bit more armor on. Maybe he mercenaried and got a little bit more gold. And you can see, look at that plated like skirt. Oh yeah, practice your skin. And then this is the king version, like the final boss. This is the Elden Lord of the set. So it's like the same model, but 3 different points of his life, where he's like a young barbarian, and then he grows up, whatever, and then he becomes king. It's very Conan-esque, but, you know, skirt. Trash. Apparently, I was watching an armory video about a guy discussing armor in video games and stuff and how relevant they were to history. And apparently this style of like skirting and stuff was not very common. And it just kind of wasn't a thing. It's just when you're in full plate and you want to have people ride horses and move around and things like that, a lot of the times they didn't have like really robust plated leg armor. So a lot of TV shows like Game of Thrones and things like that do these kind of like leather gambeson-y type stuff to cover their legs to hide the fact that they're not like super armored for TV and stuff. And that's just kind of translated over to like video games and stuff as well. I thought it was pretty interesting. I like watching a lot of those like historical like armor videos and things like that. Let's see. There's a lot of bags here. Oh, let's do this one. We'll zoom out. Grey Mouser. Ironically, my handle name was made because Fritz Liebert didn't like the Conan the Barbarian Caesar as the heroes weren't too heroic. Oh. Conan the Barbarian series? There was a series? Oh, was that the... Wait, there was a series, right? Oh, that was Beastmaster. I was thinking of Beastmaster a long time ago. The one that was kind of parallel with Xena Warrior Princess. Was that called Beastmaster? I vaguely remember it. I was very young. Oh, the books. You're talking about the Conan the Barbarian books. Heroes weren't. They were too heroic. I'm playing in the Star Wars pre-release tonight, chat, at the game store. So they might have me on in the game store right now. So hi, everybody in the game store. Hello. Loki and Bill and Matt. I think Matt's still there. And Sarah, all the employees in the game store. Hi, everybody. Hi, wave. Okay, so we've seen these. We've seen the classic. This is the adventuring party that's on the cover of the box. So we have the wizard. This is the elven wizard with his spell effect. I think everybody's seen these. These were sculpted to have all the bases interlocking, so you can see that's why it has like that weird notch in there. So here's the kind of Link girl, I think is what I would call her. I don't know their names very well. Ron knows their names, but this is kind of the girl that's holding the lantern, the Link girl. Then here's the cleric, female paladin. The dwarf cleric. Ah. There we go. The dwarf cleric. And then lastly, the halfling fighter. There we go. With his little buckler. His cute little buckler. So cute. Okay, so they don't have names. Okay, that's what I thought. Here's the artwork. It's on the side of the box. There we go. There's all of them painted up. I don't know who painted them. Was it Proctor or Rhonda? I think Rhonda painted them. Does it say? I don't know if it says it on the box. Ron normally puts these on the box. It says painted by. Okay, so I know. Yeah, Rhonda did paint them. Okay, that's what I thought. They're the box art. So there's those. Oh, chat, this guy. I forgot about this guy. This guy is going to be a super awesome NPC. This is the rat catcher. No spoiler alert for House of the Dragon, but this is the rat catcher. So he has his little cat cage, and he has his little cat with him. Oh, Nihilville, you said this is the one that you wanted, that you said that you needed the Coreset with his little, like, look at his little chubby cat. And he has like a little eye patch. His little rat catcher friend. Boren, that's his name. Thanks, Grey Mouser. Boren. I can't wait to see this guy all painted up by people. Look at his little chubby little cat. The little paws. So cute. And then there's this guy. This is I believe a remake of an old metal model. This is kind of like what's his name? I want to say Drogoth, but I don't know if that name's right. This blade is very thin. It's a very thin blade. But he's sitting on his little throne. You can see the throne detaches. But yeah. Come on. There we go. There's a bunch of skulls and runes on the back. So there's that guy. Here is one of the gnomes. I was right, Drogoth. I was right. Here's one of the gnomes. I believe this is the gnome. Come on, focus. There we go. There he is. Look at his nose and his little bullet helmet with the quilted little gambeson and the little quilted head piece. You can kind of see it peeking out the back with the texture and everything. Sorry. If I get too close, the camera has a hard time wigging out, trying to autofocus. But look at that shield stuff. So there's that one. Oh, they're all right here. Okay, I didn't know if I had them all out, but this is the little fighter that goes along with the little gnomes as well. I can't remember if these are. I don't think these are deep gnomes. I think they're just normal gnomes. My favorite is the wizard, so we're not going to show him yet. But this is the other little sergeant, captain, the little gnomes with their little picks and stuff. So cute with their little bullet helmets. Look at her little braid. She has a big old braid down the back. This one's my favorite. I think a lot of people are going to dig this guy. I think he's going to be really fun to paint as well. There he is. So he has this really cool mustache and these little spectacles. The illusionist, yes. And he has a big old feather in his hat. He has like his little book and his little staff. I think he's going to be a blast. I think this is such a fun piece. A lot of character, really quirky, especially with his little spectacles and his cool mustache. I love the gnome illusionist. Super cute. So I'm keeping those aside because I haven't shown them off yet. All right, we'll open up another bag. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought the nightmare was supposed to be... I thought the nightmare was supposed to be red. Or black, a shadow. It looks like the nightmare is like red, or reddish fire. I wonder if he changed it to like fire. You can see I have some of the newts. I have some of the newts laying out, and they're red. You can clearly see they're red on the table here. Oh my gosh, that owl is cute. But the nightmare I thought was supposed to be like a shadowy color. But I guess I'm wrong. The mudmen look really good. We'll see those in a second. It has two of the pirates. The Brinewind pirates. Let's take a look at the mudmen. I want to see the mudmen. There you go. They were injected in brown plastic. Oh, kind of cool little mudmen. They're kind of really goopy. Reminds me of the Pokemon Muck or Grimer. This is a cool encounter. I think having like a little mudman encounter. Are these two of the same? Okay, so you get 4 total, two of each. So you get one of this guy and one of the other. So this is the one like kind of coming out of the ground. I mean, they're both coming out of the ground, but this one's kind of walking and this one's kind of like rising up. But you get 2 of each. Here's the nightmare. So on camera, it looks really yellow, but in real life, it's really orange. It's like really, really orange. at least to me. But on camera, it looks really yellow. Here's its wings. Here's one. So here's what it looks like with. Here's one of its wings. Ta-da. The pose is really cool on this. Here's the other wing. There we go. That's what they look like. The pose is really neat on this guy. Come on. I love the pose. Like it's kind of like flying, or it's just landing or just taking off. You're not entirely sure. Because it's like it's bouncing off of this rock. Sorry. It's bouncing off that rock and its tail is kind of touching the ground. So it could just be like just kicking off or just landing. Tantaline blade silver. This is it's what's called a nightmare. It's like an abyssal horse that's made of fire. And so it has its two wings. It has two like gigantic wings that go with it. Like this. Ah, sorry, you can't see. But it has two wings. They go with it. But it's like a hellfire horse. Look at this cute little owl. Oh my goodness. I want more owlkin. I wonder if I can bribe Ron to make me some more owlkin. This is part of Familiar 1. Thanks, Grey Mouser. I really wish I probably should have the stuff pulled up, but this is part of the Familiars. The other Familiars are probably stuck around in the bag somewhere. In the other bags. I thought nightmares were kind of shadowy and black with like they're like smoke. They're like smoke horses, like made of fire. They're like black with they're like black with fire manes. Oh, sorry. So I believe this is the crones, Grey Mouser. This is like the three witches. So this is one of them. So you can see she has her two potions, and she's kind of pouring one. And she's pouring it into this cauldron. So she's pouring it into this cauldron. This little cauldron pot. So this little cauldron goes in between all three of them. Toil and Trouble is what it's called. So Toil and Trouble, you have all three of these little crone hags, witches. She has like looks like a bone in her right hand and a skull in her left hand. And there's some bones and stuff on her base. And so they're kind of mixing up a potion. I think this is my favorite of the three. I'm a sucker for like a good staff, like a good like shamany bone skeletal staff. And so having antlers and the skull of a creature on the end of her staff is really sick. She also has a skull that has its top open. Cacklebra. So those are the three, the Toil and Trouble, the witches with the cauldron. We'll save the pirates until I get all of them. There's the nightmare. All right, let's zoom out. Let's do this one. I think they are the same ones that are in metal. Pocket lint. I believe they are the same that are in metal. Just like the shadow, or I'm sorry, the Dawn Seekers, we added a Dawn Seeker, so the other two are metal, but the other one's new. Like Jacob Jansen was in metal, but now he's in plastic. Oh, these are going to be cool to look at. I got a cool story about one of these, chat. These streams have been fun to look at, to open up and stuff and look at things on camera. But we don't get these very often, obviously, because, you know, Kickstarters are kind of far and few between at this point. So it's not like we get to do this very often. I got the rest. It looks like the rest of the familiars in here. Okay, so we have these guys, which are super cool. And a few Sophies. All right. So the story that I have is this guy. This kind of beholderkin, like deep one, like cavern dwelling, one eye beholderkin kind of thing. You can kind of see it there with its scale, plated back armor. Ooh. Yeah, it's very Cacodemon-like. Come on, focus. There we go. Come on. It's having a hard time focusing on this. There we go. With all of his teeth. This was going to be a promo in Bones USA. When we first started doing promos for Bones USA, this guy was going to be one, I think like February or March, but we just could not get the pieces to work, and we couldn't really chop it up in a good way. And for some reason, it didn't work out, so we just kind of held on to it. But this was sculpted many years ago. And then so we finally were able to do it in the Kickstarter. So there's this guy. Super cool. Here's one of the Sophies. You guys remember Adventure Sophie, I believe, from like 2012, I think. She's really thin, so. Come on. There we go. This is Adventure Sophie, aka Lara Croft Sophie, I guess you could say. No copyright. It's inspiration. Don't sue us. But that's our Sophie for Adventure ReaperCon. And here's the 2016, I think, ReaperCon. There's Sophie sitting on a gravestone with her little parasol. This is gravestone Sophie. Here is the werebear. It's pretty big. Good little werebear with his big axe and his really cool shield. There bear with his plate armor. Nice werebear. So there's the werebear. All right, let's look at the rest of the familiars. So I have these 3 familiars. The rest of the familiars. So we saw the little owl. Come on, focus on the chicken. Focus. There it is. So it's so small. It's so small. It's the little rooster like chicken. There it is. It's really having a hard time focusing. There it is. Oh, I'm sorry. The little chicken. Oh, it's a rooster, sorry. The little rooster. So we have the little rooster. And then, oh, the cat. I think a lot of people have been wanting to see this. So there's the little, is this a cat or like I think it's a cat. Or, yeah. Red panda. Okay, that's what I thought. I was about to say, is it a red panda? Because of the tail. The tail reminds me of red panda. So I was like, is it a cat? No, it's definitely a red panda with his tail. And then lastly, we have, I think a lot of people wanted a ferret. So we have the updated ferret. So it's a lot of the old, sorry, I'm trying to find focus, damn it. It's the updated ferret. And then really cool ones is the mongrel men. So this is one of the new mongrel men with his octopus arm, antlers, like 2 different toes. You can see he has 2 toes on his left foot, 4 toes on his right foot, or 3 toes? No, it's 4. This is Goatweed, is his name. This is one of the 3 mongrel men. See kind of patchy fur with his little tentacles. Melon. Here's the other one. What's this one's name? Mongrel men? I don't know. I don't know the origin of the mongrel men. I just kind of know that they're kind of an amalgamation of a bunch of different creatures. Like I just know them as they have like different body parts that are like different monster, like different creatures. Like you can see his arm here has only 3 fingers. It looks like he has a monkey head. This one's called Boone. This is his name. It looks like he has some scales on his right arm. You can see 1 shoe. He has 1 boot on his right foot, and the other one looks like almost kind of like an elephant foot. Almost. Like, oh, sorry. And so you can see this foot looks like an elephant foot almost. And so they're kind of like an amalgamation of a bunch of different creatures. And here's the last one. And so this one has like he has like a little pincer hand. He has the same thing, but you can see his boot is on his left foot, and his right foot's that kind of hoof. He has kind of like a hoof. And so he has tusks. He has like big old tusks. He's wearing a hood. I think one of his eyes is really large, and the other one's small. They're just kind of like an amalgamation. I don't know the history. Yeah, it is a hoof. He has a goat. It's like goat hoof. You can see there on his right foot. But yeah. You could probably play them up as like experiments gone wrong from some evil necromancer or something that was trying to make chimeras of some kind. But at least that's how I would kind of spin it. Yeah, wizard mutation gone wrong. All right, let's look at this one. We'll zoom out. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way. Whee! There was one thing that I wanted to talk about during Reaper's birthday. Back in there, I have some pictures of it. But there was Tim Peasley made a game. Let me know if anybody in chat was at that ReaperCon. I think it was 09, ReaperCon 09. There was a game where it was like a zombie invasion game, but the map was designed to look like the Reaper factory. And so there was a whole map that was designed and made with the floor plan of the Reaper factory. And then you had to play as Ron, Dave, Ed, and fight off zombies, and like run around. In the factory. And I have some pictures of it. But that was a really cool idea. And when I saw the pictures, I was like, wow, that's really cool. So, very interesting. Oh, people are going to love seeing that one. We've showed this one off before, so I'm not going to open it. There's the bee. I'm going to open another bag real quick. Sounds like we need to do that this year? Yeah. I mean, if we had somebody to design a layout of the hotel, and then we could do that, that'd be fun. Bourbon Street Sophie. We'll do the big ant. Yeah, I think it was Zachariah. Oh, I think I just threw down the wings. I'm not going to be able to find them. Uh-oh. Whoops. Well, I'll be able to show off the queen ant, but not her wings, because I threw the bag down. I can't find it. I'm sorry. But she has clear wings, just so you know. We have the pirate. Three lashes. All right, we have a bunch of the pirates here. We have, it looks like Isabel and Rufus. Really popular metal models. Finally coming to plastic. Yeah, and some of the Brandman pirates. All right, let's zoom back in. Let's look at the Ant Queen. I just lost her. I just lost her wings, but we can still take a look at her. Where are the slots for these? I think they go in like this. Oh, she fits on this base. So there she is. But this is the Ant Queen. Sorry. Here's the Ant Queen. And there's the slots for her wings. She has clear wings. But this is the Ant Queen. Injected in red for fire ants. And then she comes with all of these little tiny ants. I think you get 6 of them, or 5. Yeah, it looks like you might get 5. I can't remember. And I don't see any more in the bags. So I think it comes with 5, and then you can buy more as an extras. So this is one of the things that we're waiting on, of the extras of the small ants, but you get a lot of the small ants with the queen. Well, let's see if we can get a close-up of the little baby ants. There we go. Here's your little... So if you got a bunch of extras of the ants, which a lot of people wanted, so when these first got shown off on the Kickstarter, everybody was like, oh, I want a swarm of those. So you can just make a big swarm of ants coming at your player. Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds like a good time. So let me see here. Here's the baby owlbear. So he's hatching. So there's a little egg with a baby owlbear. You can kind of see his 2 eyes with his beak there coming out of the egg. So this is the egg, and then he has like a little piece of broken shell that fell off right there. So there's the baby one. But then there's this guy. The what is this called? It's not a bunicorn, but it has a, oh gosh, what is the name? I'm blanking. Oh, Al Mirage. This is the Al Mirage. Is that what it's called? Al Mirage. Look how cute. This will be a good familiar. Little bunny unicorn, Al Mirage. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Look how cute he is with his little paws. I got a lot of bunnies that are hanging around in my house recently. So here's Isabel, and Rufus will be right behind her. But here's Isabel. Sorry. There we go. There's Isabel, the bard, with Rufus, her dog. He's like kind of a bloodhound. Bloodhound Rufus. So if you're like Hunter has like a little tracker, you can't go wrong with this familiar. Let's look at the newts. See if we can. So these were injected in red plastic, but these are the newt warriors, newtkin. This one's really cool. You can see he's licking his eye. So his tongue is coming out and it's licking his left eye. And then he has that curvy tail in the back with his little broadsword, greatsword. These are the newt warriors. Here's another one with his shield. This one has his tail wrapping around his leg, and there's a fire symbol on his shield. These are the fire newts. Woo. I'll show off my favorite for last. Here's another one. This one has like a turtle shield, turtle shell shield, and his tail's wrapping around his right leg. She turned me into a newt. I got better. And then here's the one with the mace and the fire shield. Let me fix his mace there. Oh, it's really spiky. That mace is very spiky. He has the same shield as the other one. Very spiky shield. Or not shield, mace. And then this one's my favorite. This is the shaman. This one's very unique compared to the others. And when I say unique, he has like a different head shape. And obviously he has a really cool staff. And the staff has this really cool texture on it. Of like, it looks like it's made out of like volcanic rock is what it looks like to me. But he has a really weird like head shape. And I think he's holding something. What is he? I can't remember what he's holding. It's a rat, I think. Yeah, he's holding like a little rat in his right hand. You can see there. Ah, I dropped him. Yeah, so he's holding like a little rat familiar in his right hand there. Good old fire newts. Yeah, he's my favorite though. He's cool. This is what I call Masquerade Sophie, or Bourbon Street Sophie, maybe. But she kind of has like the masquerade mask kind of that she's holding up. But this is Masquerade Sophie. Is what I call her. A couple of the pirates, a couple of the undead dogs. Yeah, so pirates. Just an adventurer. So we have these. I'll show these off real quick. These are the wolves. So there's one. I think these are some updated wolves. There's that one. There's one that's howling, it looks like. There we go. Ow. So there's that one. And there's one that's kind of changing positions here. This one's kind of bigger. And then this is the bigger of all of them. So this is like Alpha Wolf. It's pretty big and beefy too. So big and beefy. I think that's kind of all we have time for. And then we'll pick up maybe the other ones later, but at that point we'll be shipping and stuff, so we might swap to the other ones soon. But just in case you missed it or you came in late, don't forget about these busts that are going to be available during ReaperCon. They're really sweet, really cool. Let me zoom in. They're a lot better when you zoom in. Yeah, there's still a bunch of stuff from the Coreset, but don't forget about these really cool busts that are going to be coming out during ReaperCon. Sculpted by Julie. This one's badass. It could be a lot of good practice on this one. This one's sculpted by Jason. The Gnome King bust. Good textures and everything on this one. Good posing. Good composition. Compositionally, this one's really, really fun, I think. Do you know a general price? Oh, I don't. I think, actually, I don't. I don't know the prices. I'm sorry. I would expect, like, I don't know. I don't want to say a number and get it wrong. Probably 30, 40. I don't know. I'm not a good judge of what busts are going to cost. We can ask Ron, and I can try to get an answer for Reaper Live, the next Reaper Live. We might have like a solid answer for that. But right now, I think because they're not done being, or they haven't even started being produced yet, so I don't think he knows the cost of them yet. We know the cost of this guy because we started making him for ReaperCon. I think at the booth, this guy might be 50 or 60, I think is the price of this guy. And that's based on material cost and all that stuff. You would love to see a full mini based off of the Gnome King? Yeah. I mean, obviously, it would be a much smaller scale, obviously, compared to the scale of these busts. But, you know, I think Julie and Jason really knocked it out of the park on these three busts. I'm very excited about them. So you'll see those at ReaperCon. All right. Let's go to chat real quick while I find a raid. I know we went a little long today. But, you know, there's really no time limit on these things, and we can go as long as we want. I am hanging out at the game store after this, so I'm in no rush. Let's see, twitch.tv. Is anybody on that anybody wants to raid? I don't know. Let's see who's on. See, Monuments on. Studio J7. Links, Conaminis. Blades 81. What are they streaming? Blades 81. Blades 81. Paying the troll toll for Mike Moans. My penance is to paint the Lord of the Rings Muppet set. He's painting a Lord of the Rings Muppet set. Oh, it's a she. Sorry, they are. I just tuned into the stream. Oh yeah, I see. Painting the Mike Moans. Oh, so they're painting stuff for Mike. That's awesome. Yeah, we'll raid them. We'll raid Blades. Why not? Friend of Painterly? Oh, nice. We love Painterly here. All right. Let's do some raiding. All right, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you got to see some of the Coreset. There's still two baggies full of minis still of the Coreset that we didn't see. But as you can see here, oh, sorry. There we go. As you can see, like all of this right here is in the Coreset, and then we still have these two baggies that are still miniatures that need to be put together or open that are in here. Oh, there's the cat dragon. Oh yeah, cat dragon's in there. And I didn't put together the bee. So the bee rider, or Lardgulp, the two-headed troll, two-headed giant, two-headed troll, Lardgulp. So he's also in there. But yeah, all of that stuff. So of course that's still beefy as always. So, yeah. All right. Have a good weekend, everybody. Stay safe. Don't get set on fire. Don't set anybody else on fire. And enjoy your fireworks responsibly. I'll talk to you on Monday, so I'll be around. If you need me, just message me, email me. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye. Bye.